Hello, viewers. My name is Richie Royalty, and I am sitting with the 14th evicted house guest of House of Royalty, Season 1 Royal Kingdom. By a unanimous vote of 2-0, Jordan was the 14th house guest evicted from the House of Royalty. Jordan, what's going on? How are you feeling? What happened?
Oh gosh, I feel like there was a lot of mistakes that happened in my game. I feel like one of the biggest mistakes was trusting Rob. Huge
Okay.
mistake. And I feel like if I would have went back and kept HQ off the block and put Rob on the block, um, I may or may not be sitting here, but I don't know. There's a lot more game that I knew what was happening. I feel like no matter what path I went through, I'd have to fight my way to the finals. But I'm okay with how it ended. I feel like I played a great game. I tried, gave it my best, gave it my all, and fought, and I got fifth. So
Alrighty, let's talk about you and Rob for a minute. So I know that you put him up and sent him out the door his first go around and when he was evicted as the first jury member. And then when he won HOH, were you worried at all that you were going to be backdoored, or you didn't think anything was going to happen?
oh, 100%. I had to put my trust in him, knowing I screwed him over in the beginning. So like that was hard for me to do, but I felt like I had to go a different route. So obviously, like I knew he'd never put up Latea. So as soon as someone had to be put up, I knew it was going to be me, and it came down to the vote at the end. And I was hoping it would come down to a tiebreaker for him to kind of break that tie and see where it was, but it never got down to that. So
Okay. Let's go back to the double eviction week. So I saw that you backdoored or like put up HQ as the replacement nom. What was your reasoning behind putting up HQ? Did you originally want Latea to go, or was like HQ your target that week, or?
I mean, I've been wanting Latea out for a while, so it's no secret for me wanting her out. That moment, I mean, as you guys saw me looking up and thinking during that final nomination was, do I trust Rob? Do I trust Rob and show him that I'm willing to be the deal that we made when he came in? Or do I do what I did again to Rob? And if I don't do that, what's my other option? And that best to my idea was HQ against Erica. Not Erica, Latea. And was hoping Erica would see the right move, and I calculated incorrectly, and HQ left. And as soon as HQ left, I knew I had even more of an uphill battle. Um, and then Rob took me out. So
Alrighty. Let's talk about you and Ben, because I know that you were a little upset about that Ben was one of the people to evict you on the other night. Were you shocked by Ben doing that, or no?
absolutely not. If I was in Ben's shoes, I would have done the same thing. I mean, 100% if Ben was on the block, I probably would have voted him out too. Um, Getting down to the numbers, the way that we had, like I had to start thinking of jury. My jury management was crap. I knew Ben's was great. Um, so like at that point when Latea Rob approached me to get Ben out, I was a little suspicious of like, are they just using me? But at this point, I need something. But if I were Ben, I would have voted me out too.
Okay. I noticed one thing in this game is that you always seem to survive and whatnot, no matter what. Like, for example, like the night that Clover quit, like you were on the block as a final nom, you dodged that. The night of the lip sync, you dodged that. What always made you think that? Like, why were you the reason? Like, what do you think you always survived those nights?
Um, So the night that I got put up as a Kingdom nominee, I thought I was out. Like 100%. If it wasn't for Clover walking, I would have been out. I feel like there was a lot of like I said in the beginning, there was a pecking order on that side of the house with Matt, Dex, Rob, and I feel like I was a little up further in that pecking order, but because Riley won HOH, Ben was safe and Clover was out, that led to me being the last option. So when I was saved by the amazing prod of the game, decided to do a non-eviction night. That was my wake-up call. That was my I gotta step it up and I gotta compete and I gotta start winning. Not only winning, but in like improving my social game. So when it came to the lip sync, I was ready. I had outfits for every song. I was gonna be on the floor breakdancing. Like I had things ready. So when everything happened with my son, I kind of was like, you know what? If I'm out, I'm out. If I'm not,
Family
I'm
comes
not.
first.
Exactly. Um, I had a good feeling about my social game at that point. I feel like my social game came in clutch at times, because I feel like I worked very hard on that. I could have worked better. But I feel like that's one of the reasons why I got saved over Mackay was because I was connected to a lot of people in the game that saw that they needed me further.
Okay. Let's talk about you and Lily. So you and Lily were kind of like a showmance, I feel like by the end of the season. Was that just a joke? Is that a serious thing? Was it gameplay? Like, tell me a little more about you and Lily.
In the beginning, when Lily came on and she came in with full guns ablazing, I was like, I gotta avoid Lily at all costs because that personality does not mesh with me. But in my brain, I was like, let's get to know her. Let's figure this out. So then when I started talking to her, my mindset changed. So in the beginning, it started out as this is someone who I could really connect with in the game, and then it just evolved from there. Getting to know her, she's just super easy to talk to, very hard to find that. So like that's how we connected personally and game wise. So I feel like in the beginning, it started out as a game, but quickly developed into more of a personal connection.
Okay, same thing kind of happened with you and Clover, I noticed. I remember in the beginning you were a little unsure about Clover, and then you guys were like a final two in the pre-jury phase.
Yeah, I feel like I'm quick to judge, and when it comes to these games, you can be quick to judge, and that either will do well or won't. But when I got to know them, realize who they were as a person, it was really cool to kind of start connecting game wise and personal. Like these are people I would never probably get to know outside of this game. So taking the chance and getting to know both Lily and Clover, um, was great. I mean, I feel like I formed great bonds and friendships, with both of them. So,
All right, awesome. What is one word to describe your gameplay?
oh gosh. Um, I would say maybe fierce or survival. It got to the point where in the beginning of the game, I was really worried and trying to navigate the social aspect of it, of like which side should I vote on? Who should I trust? Who should I not trust? Um, and like I said, the minute that I got put on the block as a kingdom nominee, that kind of woke me up a little bit. I was like, I gotta go and fight no matter. Survival is key, and then strategic is second. So a lot, and I think that was my detriment to the game was I just wanted to survive, and then I had to make decisions, and the decisions sometimes put people off, or I made the wrong decisions. So
Okay. In your casting interview, when I cast you, you said that you were going to play a game like Brittany Haynes and you compare yourself to Brittany Haynes. Do you think that your game mimicked that this season?
no, I feel like I feel like I went into it with an idea, and then each day I mean, I always said it in every call. Like we go in with a plan, we'd come back out that night with something completely different happening. I feel like it was just in the beginning, like I said, it was just surviving socially. Who can I connect with? Who can I intermingle with so I can fly under the radar just enough to be kept, not being kingdom nominated, but also
Hmm.
out of the HOH's eyes. Um, and then the four guy alliance that we had, I don't like Matt. I just don't like him. So like I don't know how else to say that. He still makes my blood boil. Um yeah. So with that, like I feel like I don't know. The moment that I realized I could not game with Matt was when my game changed in the beginning. Um and it kind of flopped me on this side. And knowing that that happened, Matt coming into my DMs and being like, "You're good, you're good, you're good." I'm in the back of my head being like, he's going to every other person right now and telling them that they can't trust me because I flopped on a plan that he had, not we, he had, and because I didn't go with it. But yeah, my plan going into it as Brittany came out going to I don't know who it was.
All righty. Do you plan on confronting Matt at the reunion? Because you just
Oh,
said that.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. I took the time. I have been very quiet in the jury chat because I took the time and scrolled all the way back to the beginning and started reading. Matt seems a little obsessed with me and little like Jordan's the shadiest player of the game, and I'm sitting there like, how am I shady because I didn't do your dirty work or didn't go with what you wanted to do? So is that consider me shady, or is it because you're jealous that I made it further than you and played better than you? So if he would have just approached, he's very confident, very cocky, very I'm smart, I was gonna win. Like that don't go well with me. And when HQ won that second LM, that second HOH, after Matt got eliminated, we went into the storage room and did a little dance. I'm like, finally, that idiot's out.
Alrighty. What were your honest thoughts about this game? Did you like it, not like it? What'd you think of the hosting? Like, what were your thoughts?
I absolutely love the game. I mean, I feel like you guys, the Kingdom nominee threw me for a loop 100% because that put in you can't hide behind your votes. You have to be public. You have to show your game, and that really changed my game approach. I feel like your guys' games, your challenges were just challenging enough. I did not expect to win the ones that I won. I feel like you guys kept us on our toes. It was very well. Or I absolutely, this is probably the funnest game I've played since I've been in the org community. I'm so glad that you were patient with me when I had the stomach flu and let me join
Absolutely.
because I was like, yeah, I placed fifth, and I feel like the game that I played for you guys, Richie, was the best game that I've ever played in an org. So,
Yeah, that makes me so happy to hear. So thank you. My next question is, who do you want to see be the next boot tonight from the House of Royalty?
okay. I have a couple of answers for that. Personally, I love to see Rob walk out that door. Rob or Latea. I love to see them out. Latea says she's been fighting, but to me, she's just been sitting there looking pretty and crying and getting herself saved and all that stuff. Rob didn't win any HOHs in the beginning, won his one HOH, but he screwed me over, so I personally want him out. Strategically, it'd be smart for them to get Ben and Latea out because Latea has a very good connection with the jury, and so does Ben. So I feel like Erica right now is kind of like one of those people who, even though she's Final Four, she's still flying under the radar a little bit, and that might be her ticket to win.
Okay. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
I just can't wait till reunion. I have a lot I need to say and a lot of unsaid things. Listen, Jordan's a nice person, as you guys can see, but like there was a couple of times in that game when I unmuted myself, and there's a couple of times I'm ready to lay down what my game was and why I played it and let Matt know that I wasn't the shady one that he was. So
Who else do you plan on confronting beside Matt?
Ben, talk to Ben
Hmm.
flat out. I mean, I think I know what his answer is going to
Hmm.
be about why he eliminated me. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't for me, he would not be in the game right now because I won a lot of HOHs and didn't even consider him to be a part of my plan, which also might be a detriment to my game. Um, Rob. I just I want to know if Rob planned on from the beginning to screw me over or he actually planned on it. It just didn't work out. I want to confront him. Um, and I want to talk to Aspen because she claims a lot of what she did wasn't true. And I mean, it just
Hmm.
I'm just interested in that too. So I'm ready for the reunion to say the least.
Alrighty, well, we can't wait to see what goes down. All right, Jordan, best of luck to you. We'll see you tomorrow for the roundtable, the finale on Tuesday, and the reunion on Thursday. See you in the next few days.
Good luck in the final.